Okay. Excuse the mess, everyone. Fairly just moved in. My wife and my daughter and I just moved into a new home, and been trying to get the office set up, but clearly it needs to be reworked. So this is the last room to rework, and then the house will be about 90% complete. There's always something to do, right, as a homeowner. So 2 years ago, I was the guy that was telling everyone exactly everything that I was going to do. And I realized that I was telling everyone where I was going to work at, where I was applying to, what kind of car I was going to buy, what my wife and I plans were when it came to having a child. I was this guy that said everything. I was going to get a 6-pack. I was going to do this diet. I was going to do this training regimen. And I was going to count down the days and document every single thing. And what I was met with was positive and negative responses. So on the positive side, everyone would say, that's cool, good job, looking forward to the journey. The negative side, of course, people would come back with questions or things that they knew that they could do, but they just didn't want to do it. So me doing it, or me saying that I was going to do it, it kind of in a way offended them, right? But that's not what I'm making this video for. I'm making this video for because everything that I always said I was going to do when I told people, I end up not doing, or end up taking me much longer than I thought it was going to take me, because that initial idea of me telling people that I was going to achieve this goal, that goal, this goal, right? I got the dopamine from telling people that validation. The validation is dangerous. I got it, and then I just didn't start. I would start, but I wouldn't stick to it. So these are the 3 things that I want to discuss in this video, starting with number 1, why talking about your goals actually tricks your brain into feeling like you've done the work. This is a dangerous place to be, because there's so many guys that I've talked to on this journey, whether it's fitness, whether it's business, whether it's job, whatever it is. And we tell someone, or we tell multiple people, I'm about to lock in 60 days. I'm doing it for 90 days. I'm doing it for 6 months. I'm going to be studying this, get the certification, yada, 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 right? But it's so dangerous to do this, because it almost feels like you've already done it. Like you're hyping yourself up before doing the work. The words, how we always say, actions speak louder than words, right? Very basic saying that everyone says. Actions speak louder than words, because those words, they only mean something if you follow through. But when you trick your brain into thinking that you've already done the work and you haven't, then you no longer have anything to look forward to. As men, we're constantly looking for the next thing. We're constantly working. We're constantly wanting to achieve something. And when we don't have a challenge, right, what are we left with? The challenge is to keep that to yourself and work hard and document everything, and then reveal it once you get to that goal. Number 2, what silence looks like practically. I stopped posting about it. I stopped explaining it, and I started doing it. So for a long time, I got back on the social media and started posting content for coaching, for my business, for talking to men, mindset, faith. And when I started posting last June, I hired a mentor, and I wasn't exactly sure what I was doing. I was kind of just going through the motions, going through the reps. I eventually ended up hiring another mentor, and he helped me out a lot, but I couldn't see what he saw in me or what he was trying to pull out of me. And so I saw a lot of other coaches that were very successful, and I found myself mimicking their styles, their ways, their posting. And I kept doing this, wasn't getting too much traction. One post would do okay, the other wouldn't do so well. And what I will also notice is that I started getting this, how do I describe it? I got in my own way. So I started being someone that I wasn't. I started talking like someone I wasn't. And when you're not authentically yourself, explaining the eternal emotions, the things that you're going through. At some point you're going to burn out. You can't fake it. The trends, none of that stuff does not matter. And so me talking about these things, I'm going on this 90-day cut, I'm going on 60 days, I'm trying 20 days of reading 10 pages out of this book, I'm going to finish this book in a month. I just stopped saying that. I stopped. I just started posting it, but I wasn't telling people that I was doing this in X amount of time. I was more so coming from a place of this book and how it has helped me get here, from here to here. And so when I stopped posting about it, and I started, because the thing is, posting and changing up your identity, like you, and I thought it was in another video, you have to be a different man. So you become a different man on this journey. But it goes back to point one with validation. Like if you get an idea and get excited about it and you're seeking validation, you continue to post about it and you're hoping that people will praise you and praise you and praise you. It's like the work is, you didn't do the work, but you feel like you've done the work. That's exactly what this feels like when it's like posting, giving a countdown, because I'm looking for people to like, oh yeah, it was day 2, day 3, day 4, following on this journey. But what's really more authentic now is not telling people that, but more so documenting it, posting certain things, but not really like giving people like, okay, look forward to this, and actually doing the thing, and then in retrospect, then talking about it. Because at that point, I've grinded without an audience. I've grinded without me feeling like someone is there to like cheer me on. It was just me and God and the work that I had to do. And last but not least, number 3, the results came in private. The body, discipline, the mindset, like the whole new look when you show up now as a brand new man. That was something that I started executing, and I started falling in love with it, because it was like, okay, I was falling in love with, it's just me. It's me against me. I look in the mirror every day. There's no need to tell anyone that I'm doing this. And again, when I realized that when I go through these journeys, through these challenges, without saying a word, this doesn't apply to everything, by the way. This is something like true and dear to you. You know, for instance, right? Let's say your goal is to get a 6-pack, and you have friends or coworkers that don't really support that, or family members that don't support that, but you want to share it with them. I would advise you not to share it with them, because for these reasons that I'm sharing with you. Or let's say, you and your family, or maybe just you're looking to buy a really big house and you want to live in the back roads and have a really nice home with 2-3 car garage and raise a family one day, right? And you have friends that aren't striving to be better, or you have people in your family that haven't really strived to do anything else. You start telling people this thing and they start giving you their opinions, what they think of it. So get the result, be quiet. It's like you're compounding your money and building your investment. This is your investment, your health, your business. You're investing in God, time with God. And so when you do these things, you ultimately will come out a better man, a different man. When you speak to the results now, it's like no one can take that away from you. There's nothing else that is the reward. The journey was the reward, the path forward of going through this, of each and every night that you had to wake up and push yourself when you didn't want to push yourself. Not telling people, I need someone to push me, or I'm on day 12, and no. And again, this is if you have been failing every single time you do this. Because I know for me, I always fail. Like whenever I do like a countdown and I know it's something hard that I have to stick to, it doesn't do it for me anymore to like post it and tell people that I'm doing it, because I eventually fall off. But when I don't tell people, I'm more inclined to stay on this path. But these are 3 reasons why I don't talk about my goals anymore, and I just watch what happens. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and look for more videos like this. Have a good day.